everybody, it's Cindy with Cindy's Crochet Corner and Cozy Bumblebee, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do surface crochet on a baby lovey, and this is for this little piggy lovey that is available on my Etsy shop. And the surface crochet part of it is a little bit difficult and a little bit tricky, so I thought I would go ahead and do a video tutorial just to kind of show you how to do it. First of all, at this point you should have your head made. This is the cotton yarn, and this is obviously the chenille yarn, whatever chenille yarn you're using. And to get the snout look, because as you can see, I mean, it looks pretty good. And if you want, you can just go ahead and crochet the nostrils on either side here. But I like to do a little surface crochet because it makes it look more like a snout. But it's up to you. You don't have to do this part, but I just think it makes it look a little more authentic. So to begin with, find the bottom of your head, and the bottom of your head is designated by this little jog in the stitches from where you connected the cotton yarn to the bulky yarn. So this is the bottom of the head. I like to put that on the bottom of the baby lovey so you don't see it as much because it is a little bit of a jog there. So let's go ahead and get started. So I start at the bottom of the head, and we're going to do a surface crochet between rows 1 and 2. So between here, actually between rows 2 and 3, I'm sorry, between rows 2 and 3, and we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to go around. And as you see, we'll go around here, and because we crocheted in the round and we didn't join, it's kind of out of round there. So if you just started here and went around here, you would end up inside the circle, and we want it to be connected out here. So what we'll have to do once we get started, and you'll see, we'll do the surface crochet around here, and then when you get around to about right here, you're going to surface crochet from here to here so that we can join down here. So let's get started. So what I do is I just go ahead and start my surface crochet by going in between 2 stitches at the bottom of the head, pull up a stitch, and then chain 1. And then the next stitch is going to be right here where you pulled it up before, and you're going to go right into the next stitch. And then you're just going to yarn over, bring it up through, and just slip stitch right through there. And you'll do that all the way around. Here, yarn over, bring it through, both loops on the hook. And as you can see, we're starting to get this surface crochet along the outside of the head. Let's do that again. And you just go in every stitch, and like I said, this can be tricky because it's tight. And if you're not used to surface crocheting on flat things, then this is a little bit more difficult than that. So you're going to do this all the way around. See how it's starting to form this little thing outside. I'm just crocheting on the surface. And you want to keep looking at it periodically just to make sure you're still between rows 2 and 3. And that looks pretty good. I hope you can see this. Now here's where you have to decide when you want to go from this row to the next row, and I think I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to insert my hook into the row I'm in, and then I'm going to bring it down to right under row 3 there. And bring it through. So if you can see, now it puts us on the right path to connect up to here. So now go right back into the stitch you just went into. And then one last stitch right at the end. Let's take a look. So this is our starting tail end here. And here's where we're at the end. Okay. I'm going to cut the yarn. Leave a tail there. And I'm going to tie off here. So I'm going to bring this through, but then pull it all the way through and kind of keep it loose. You don't want to tighten it too much because you want it to still look like the rest of the stitches. And if you tighten it down, you'll end up having a knot there. So I'm going to thread this onto a yarn needle. And then I like to go right in this stitch here and out through any stitch on top. And again, try not to pull this too tight. There we go. And then I let that go, and then I'm going to go ahead and weave this end in as well. And I just go right into the same stitch it's already in and bring it back up through that same hole that you just brought that tail end through. And again, try not to pull too tight. You can always flatten this out a little bit. And as you see, that looks more like a snout of a pig. Gives you that snout look rather than a rounded look. And then I like to tie these off, even though if you just bury them in the head, it'll be fine. But since it goes to babies, I do like to make everything as safe and secure as possible. So I like to tie those off so they're in a knot. So if for some reason, you know, they pulled loose, at least it's in a knot, and I don't know, it may not even matter, but that's how I like to do it. And then I just weave that in and I pull the knot tight and cut it off. And that is the pig snout. I like to make the snout before I make the nostrils on either side, and then I like to do the nostrils before I make the eyes. And I'll do a tutorial as well on the eyes so you can see how I do those. The nostrils, you just take your black cotton yarn and you just go through, I like going through here and here, and then here and here, and just go back and forth over and over until you build it up until it looks like 2 nostrils on either side. And that is how you do the snout, and the next video will be on how you do the little sleepy eyes. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.